you ready for some football?
It's Duke and the Coach.
Starting lineup features Duke, owner of your Columbus Lions professional indoor football team, and head coach Jason Gibson.
It's fast, action-packed, high-scoring football played at the Columbus Civic Center, also known as the Jungle. It's fun, affordable family entertainment. Kids keep any ball they catch and love coming onto the field after every game to meet the players and cheerleaders.
Duke and the Coach are here to help you understand the game and why you need to come.
Roar, Lions, roar! Welcome to Duke and the Coach. I'm Duke Liberatore, along here with Coach.
Head coach Jason Gibson.
And boy, this is a happy time right now. The Columbus Lions 3-0, leading the PIFL, only undefeated team. And we're going back for our fourth victory tonight as we take on the Nashville Venom. It's going to be an exciting game, Coach. We have Lupus Awareness Night, so we want to invite all of our fans down. But today in the broadcast, we're going to see our new quarterback,
Casey Katz.
Casey Katz, number 12, right?
Yep.
And then we're going to have an interview with our wide receiver,
Terrence Ibagwa.
Big T, T.
Big T, I like
Ibagwa. Number 25, we'll talk to him. We'll also have you and Casey go over a diagram of play on the board.
We're going to draw up Rage Z Corner, or Saul Z Corner, which is one of our go-to plays.
And then we have our newest segment, which I think you're going to like. It's called Ask the Coach. We've rounded up some of our best fans, and they are going to ask Coach Jason Gibson a couple of questions. It should be a lot of fun. So you're watching Duke and the Coach. All that coming up and more in just a couple of moments after this word from our sponsor. Stay with us.
Duke, what are you doing?
I'm yo-yoing.
Why?
Because you said you've always liked to help people who yo-yo.
Honey, I mean people who yo-yo with their weight.
Oh.
I truly understand yo-yo dieting. I've lost 50 pounds 5 times and I swore I'd never gain it back, but sure enough I did. If you struggle with your weight or if you've ever yo-yoed, let Georgia Bariatrics help you. I can stop your yo-yo. I'm just not sure about his.
There's a lot to consider when looking at colleges. Focusing on what's important to you makes finding the right fit easier. Colleges offer programs to serve different needs and goals. You can learn a lot online. Nothing beats visiting in person. A sound education and career are your responsibility. Learn what to look for. Columbus State University is a great place to start. Visit online and reserve a campus tour. CSU just might become your first choice.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, and it is an exciting time of year, isn't it, Coach? Standings are looking pretty good, aren't they?
I'm not really sure what the standings are. I just know where we are.
Oh, you can only control what we can do. If we
Exactly.
can keep mounting those wins, boy, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. But when you do look at the standings, the team we're playing tonight, the Nashville Venom, the reigning champions,
Right.
We want them, don't we?
We do. We talked about as a team earlier in the week on Monday at our team meetings just about, you still got to slay the dragon. They're the defending champs, and if we can, put a victory together tonight, it'll kind of put the nail in the coffin for them.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a big game for a lot of reasons. A big rivalry, I feel, developing between us and
Right.
Nashville. It's an important game in the standings. We're there, the only undefeated team in the league. I just have to say that a couple of times.
If you've earned it, might as well say it, right?
If you don't toot your own horn, nobody else
Right.
will. So if we can get a win tonight, it'll be big. But it's also a big event at the Civic Center, or the Jungle, as we like to call it,
Right.
with Lupus Awareness group coming in. It should be a really big event, and the theme will be purple, right?
Correct. Like your jacket.
I was wondering if you're going to notice, Coach.
Well, I noticed you had the jacket, and I'm thinking, to have a purple jacket's pretty amazing. So, but yeah, it's Lupus Awareness Night. Sean Dwell Ellis, they're coming in. They're bringing the local chapter just trying to raise awareness, and they approached us before the season. I thought it was a good idea to utilize our platform to help promote this awareness.
Well, and there's a lot of tickets left, so if you don't have your ticket yet, come on down. Break your purple out of your closet. We're Lions Blue. Come down and show your pride and cheer the team on to victory. We have a good streak, a 3-game winning streak going, the only undefeated team in the league with 2 road wins. Now, that's really big. I mean, that's the ones you really got to get. You got to defend home.
When I looked at the schedule, you always say, game by game, you're never looking ahead. But I looked at the first 3 games and thought, if we can get to that home stretch, a minimum 2-1, then we'd kind of be in good shape. But to be 3-0 is a bonus. I'll take it, and good luck to everybody else.
Let's enjoy it while we're there, and let's keep it going. And you're back with Duke and the Coach, the television home of the undefeated first-place Columbus Lions, sitting atop the PIFL with a 3-0 record. I just have to keep saying it every once in a while. It just feels so good, doesn't it?
3-0.
3-0, baby, undefeated. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? And here we are with our quarterback, Casey.
Thank you for
Casey
having me.
Kaz. Welcome to Columbus and welcome
Thank
to
you.
the Lions. It's a pleasure to have us here. So let's get our fans up to snuff. Here you are, fresh out of college. You come into camp, have a great camp. You look strong there. But we got one of the best quarterbacks in the league with Antoine Young, who has been a league MVP and been to the championship game. And you're competing, but you're looking good throughout camp. We play the first game. We get a come-from-behind exciting victory at home here in the jungle. And we win that game. We go on the road to Trenton. Antoine hurts his knee, can't play, so you get thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
How was that?
To be honest, I was ready for it.
You were.
I was. You know, that's part of the life of being a backup quarterback. I feel like every quarterback has gone through that where, you know, whether it's through injury or whatever, you got to be ready. You know, it's not supposed to be your time, but that's what we prepare for as quarterbacks, you know, just to get that one chance.
It's your job to be ready, and apparently you were, as you say, because you threw up some statistics that are phenomenal. 350 yards, 6, 7, 8 touchdowns that
8.
first game, 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, 25 for 40. And was that what you were hoping for? I'm sure that's what you were hoping
That's what
for.
I was hoping for. I didn't know if that was going to happen or not, but yeah, that, like you said, that's what I was hoping for. I didn't really know, to be honest, you know, because practice in the game is completely different, just a little different speed. It took me a little while to get used to it, the drive or two. But after that, it was just like playing, you know, backyard football.
Okay, so we win in Trenton, then we go on the road to Richmond, and you put up similar numbers up there, do another great job. In those 2 games that you've started now, and you've on a record-setting pace for the Columbus Lions, what have you learned about arena football? What has impacted you the most? What's different from regular football? And
It is. It's a fast-paced game, but it's made for the offense to put up points, and it's made for quarterbacks and receivers to have some fun. You know, the outdoor football, whatever you can do to get the chains moving. You know, it's a longer field, so it's not as easy to go over the top, I think, as it is in arena football, which is fun. You know, it's fun for me to throw the deep ball. It's easy to do when you got great receivers catching the ball too. They make a lot of plays for me. So.
yeah, we have one of our receivers on later in the show. Big T Ibagwa is going to be on here today. Yeah, we're going to be talking to him. But you're doing great. And what do you think about tonight's game? You feeling okay?
Yeah, feeling okay, ready to go.
This will be the first chance against our home in front of our home crowd now.
Yeah, I know we get pretty good crowds here and in the jungle, so I'm excited for it.
Well, we'll be out there cheering you on. We want all of our fans to come out and cheer Casey on. He's going to do a great job for us as he's been already, and we wish you the best of luck. In just a couple of moments, I'm going to see if you and Coach can go over to the board and go over a diagram of play for our fans and explain a little bit about what they should be looking for when they're out there. How's that sound, Coach?
Sounds good, always. Anytime we can reveal our secrets.
Okay, well, we'll be doing that when we come back. Stay with us. This is Duke and the Coach. And remember, big game tonight, lupus awareness against the Nashville Venom, the reigning champions. But we are the leaders right now at 3-0. The undefeated Columbus Lions take on the reigning champions, the Nashville Venom. So come on out, support the team tonight, and support lupus awareness. And you know, we are going to go over to the whiteboard and diagram of play. But before we do, I want to take a moment out to talk to you, Casey. Tell our fans a little bit about what you do off the field.
Back home in Buffalo, I work for an organization called Cross Training Athletics. We're a faith-based, character-based organization. We work with coaches and athletes alike, all different age groups, from young kids all the way up to seniors in high school. And basically what I do, I help run the camps. I train quarterbacks on the field, but then off the field I work with about 10 area high schools, and I do player development and character development. We actually work with over 50 teams in Western New York. I personally speak to about 10 in the fall. Football teams, I go there, we do about a 10 to 15 minute character talk, and the kids seem to like it. I love doing it, and it's a pretty rewarding job getting to talk to kids and speak some life into them like that. The guy who I work for, Mike Masters, is a great person. He's the owner and founder of the organization, and we work with 50-something football teams in the fall.
Sounds like a really rewarding venture. I know it gives you a lot of personal satisfaction.
It definitely does.
Yeah. Well, with that, you work with children. You speak a lot with children. We have a lot of children that watch this program as well, and you know, because we have such a family event at the Lions games. What would you say to any youngsters out there that are listening? Some words of advice that you could share with them.
I would say honestly, it's important to have a goal or an ambition. And once you set that goal, I would say go after it and don't let anything stop you going after it. A lot of people will set goals and not achieve them and kind of give up. We have a saying that we like to say at cross training, which is finish strong. So that's what I would say to kids. Once you have a goal, go after it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Continue to pursue your dreams or whatever your goal is and finish strong.
Sounds like some good advice.
Yeah, I hope it is.
All right. Well, there you hear it, folks, from our quarterback, Casey Kaz. I'm saying it right?
Yeah,
Casey Kaz.
You got it now.
So you got it now. And we're going to let you guys go over the board and diagram of play. But thanks for being with us. Great talking to you. And great to learn a little bit about you and who you are.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Call Dr. Jay Broadwin and Associates today.
Get a new look and the expert tailoring to make it yours right now at Men's Warehouse. Select suits are on sale for $179.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Only at Men's Warehouse.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
Okay, how you doing? Today we're going to talk about one of our go-to plays. I think the last time we talked about pogo, which everybody knows is a post and the go. But today we're going to talk about something we used in the last couple games. It's been very successful for us. And basically, and I wrote it up here, it's called Rage Right, Saw, Z Corner. And that's actually what you'll hear Casey in the huddle will say when he comes out. Rage talks about the formation. And basically, to keep it quick, we take both receivers, we put them all the way to the wall as tight as we can. They're about 1 by 1. They can literally touch each other. And the backside receivers, the Z, that's what we call them. That's number 25. That's Terrence Ibagwa. And when we go Rage Right, Terrence is going to come in motion. I'm going to let Casey talk about it here in a second. And we set this formation up because it isolates Terrence and gives him a chance to make a big play. The word saw is kind of funny. Saw means a slant and a wall route. We use the S for the word slant and W for the word wall. That way we don't have to try to use numbers. And the players just kind of learn it, makes it quick. And Z Corner talks about what Terrence is going to run. So that's basically the play. That's as much as I have to do with it. I get to draw it up. But now I'm going to turn it over to you, Casey, and let you kind of explain what we're going to do with it.
All right, so like Coach said, this is Terrence over here, the Z. So in Z Corner, Terrence is going to be coming in motion. He's coming behind me. He's going to stay tight to the formation. We don't want to get him too wide to these guys, like we said. We want to isolate him. We're going to have him come up here, kind of stem the guy who's over, and then he's going to hit a high corner up like that. So that's kind of my first read. I'll diagnose the defense. If I see it's man-to-man, that's telling me I'm probably going to take a shot with Terrence. That's a good matchup right there. And here we see kind of a sky coverage where the safety's down. So like Coach said, we have a slant and a wall. So we have a slant right here. And we have the little wall route where we got a guy just sitting on the wall right there. And that's a pretty easy read for a quarterback. Once I see that it's sky coverage or a zone, I'm going to kind of isolate this guy right here, the safety. If the safety wants to run out and cover the wall, then I'm going to throw the slant behind him. If the safety wants to sit in this window here in the zone, this corner is going to drop back onto that corner. So I know that I got this route wide open. So it's basically, as a quarterback's job, it's a pretty easy play to run. You know, if we have man-to-man, I'm going to take a shot with Terrence over the top. If we have zone, we're going to just kind of key on this guy, the safety right here, and just play off of what he does. Successful play for us so far.
You know, one of the things that we try to do with this too is, you know, we can read the safety as well, but one of the key players is this front side corner. So, you know, when Casey brings him in motion and snaps the ball, his first step, on his very first step, he's watching this guy right now. Mm-hmm. So as you're sitting in the stands tonight watching the game, you know, when we run this play, you'll recognize this formation as soon as we come out in it. If this corner takes one step back at all, that tells us we can't throw it here, and it's out of the question. Mm-hmm. So that's what he's looking at on his first step. If this corner comes up at all, then we're one-on-one with a 6'7" wide receiver, and that's a pretty easy matchup, and that's what we'll do. We'll take the shot. But it's a pretty simple play, and that's basically where we're at. And we'll go Rage Right, Saw, Z Corner, and that'll be our go-to play, and we ran it a couple times. So,
we're going to look for it tonight, and now our fans know what to look for, and kind of somewhat about what you're looking for and what you read during the play. Well, thanks for
Absolutely.
coming out and explaining that with us, Casey, and we
Thank
look for
you.
you tonight. So fans, come on out. Casey Kaz, our Columbus Lions first place undefeated quarterback. So
Sounds good.
It's his first game here in Columbus, so come on out and cheer him on. It's Lupus Awareness Night. We want to see a big crowd out there. And remember, it's Roar Lions, roar!
Get a new look and the expert tailoring to make it yours right now at Men's Warehouse. Select suits are on sale for $179.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Only at Men's Warehouse.
There's a lot to consider when looking at colleges. Focusing on what's important to you makes finding the right fit easier. Colleges offer programs to serve different needs and goals. You can learn a lot online. Nothing beats visiting in person. A sound education and career are your responsibility. Learn what to look for. Columbus State University is a great place to start. Visit online and reserve a campus tour. CSU just might become your first choice.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
And welcome to this segment of Learn Your Lion. We want you to learn a little bit more about our players. That's why we have them on here with myself and Coach Jason Gibson. And today we have with us Terrence Ibagwa. Am I saying that right?
Ibagwa, yeah.
Yeah, Ibagwa. Terrence, thanks for being with us today. How's it going in Columbus so far? You enjoying yourself? Having a good time?
Yeah, I'm loving it here in Columbus so far. It's a lot different from home, but you know, it's nice to be away and it's a beautiful place to be.
Where is home?
Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida.
You know, near Miami, but not Miami.
Okay. Now, when I saw you the first day at practice there, I thought maybe you were here to play basketball. You seem kind of tall.
Yeah, you know, crazy growth spurts. I'm 6'6" right now.
6'6"?
Started off 11th grade in high school. I was about 5'9", so.
Oh, wow.
So you grew all at once.
All at once, out of nowhere, you know.
How about that?
So.
6'6". So, Coach, I'm glad you got us. You're a receiver, right?
Yep.
Okay,
receiver.
Coach,
Yep.
I'm glad you got us a tall receiver because I know sometimes they can kill you. I remember we had a tall receiver that was killing us last year, a guy from the Georgia Fire. I remember him making some catches, jumping over players. You remember that?
I do. We had a guy killing us. He's trying to figure out. You know, obviously it was him.
I remember you from the Georgia Fire last year. Yeah, you had a great season.
Yeah, it was one of my better games. You know,
It was a good for him because after, I figured if he's beating us, the only way I wanted to stop him is we're just going to sign him. So I remember after that game thinking if they're coming back next year, if they're not coming back, that's one of the calls I'm going to make because he was jumping over one of our best DBs who's now in the AFL. So it was a good situation and.
I remember that hurdle when you jumped over him. Yeah, good for you, man. So we wish you lots of luck here.
Thank you.
And things seem to be going. How's the competition been here during the year? Did we have some tough players that it was tough beating out? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the good thing about it is you got a lot of good guys around you, offensively at my position and also at DB. So we all push each other every day, each practice. So, you know, feel like you get better. You try to get better each practice. So the competition takes your game to another level.
Okay, well, good. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself. When you were in school, what was your favorite class in school?
My favorite class
Can't say
was
PE.
I was gonna say PE.
You can't say that.
But I'd have to say chemistry.
Chemistry, no
Yeah.
kidding. Interesting. So we got a budding chemist on our hands
Yeah,
over
I
here.
mean, in high school it was cool. When I got to college, it wasn't my favorite subject, but
It's a little tougher,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Columbus. We're happy to have you here. If you could have dinner with anybody in the world, you can invite to dinner, who would you sit down with and share a meal?
Wow.
Living, dead, anytime throughout history, anybody.
Probably Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
You know, like to see just pick his mind, and you know, I'm pretty sure he can enlighten me and help me out in life.
Well, that'd be great.
What's Ibagwa mean?
I don't even know, really. You
Where
know,
are you from?
The crazy thing is my family is split between Nigeria and the Bahamas, so I lean more towards my Bahamian roots, and I try to pick up those Nigerian roots as I go along life. But Africa and those roots, it's tough.
All right.
So much.
Is English your only language?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to make you say something.
No, I
You
don't know
want
the
to talk a little
dialect.
Spanish to him, Coach?
I wish.
Yeah. Okay, well, tell us, so you're going to be wearing number 12 out there. You're going to be catching lots of passes. We want all our fans to come out and cheer you on, so you'll get a chance to see the face behind the helmet. I know in football that's tough sometimes. You see the players, all you recognize is their number. So that's why we have this little segment. So tell us a little bit more about yourself. You have the Caribbean or Bahamian heritage, some Nigerian, and so are you married? Do you have a family? You're single or?
No, I don't have no kids. You know, I'm just a new relationship, new girlfriend, so things are good. I'm trying to get settled, you know, in a career before I start expanding and thinking family.
Answer. That is a good answer. Yeah. How's it working for Coach? How do you like?
Man, Coach is probably the sole reason I came to Columbus. You know.
You're already playing, man.
Yeah, you're already on the team.
No, there's a little story behind that, just between me and him.
Yeah, so
getting him here, and we had some heart-to-hearts and just making sure it was the right situation for him. I just tried to assure him and get him here and realize it. And, you know, he's had some issues in the past with some other teams, and I basically did everything I could to say, just come up here, and he talked about it, and he's here.
Well, I would think Coach would be one of the reasons that we do get such good players as we always do year after year. This is our 9th year in arena football, and that's a lot for an organization at this level. And I think, and Coach, you've been here with us all 9 years, so you're a big part of it, obviously. So I think we're doing some things right, and Coach is one of them. We appreciate having you here. Yeah. We wish you the best of luck. I hope you. Now, what would make a good season? How many catches you hoping to get?
I don't know how many catches. I just hope I make first, second team, you know, and we win. That's really what, because as long as we winning, I feel like everybody's getting better. There's no way you're going backwards, you know. So as long as we winning, I don't really pay too much attention to the numbers. I'll look at that at the end of the year. But just having fun with these guys, you know, meeting new guys and great coaches and new city and great fans. So just trying to enjoy the moment and take each day, each practice, each game. See how it turns out at the end.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck. Thanks to Columbus. We hope you enjoy our city. We hope you enjoy the Columbus Lions. And fans, we hope you'll come out and enjoy our team and enjoy our success and come out and see Terrence as he takes on the rest of the league. Now, we're looking for a great year, and it starts with the coach, the organization, and players like this that he brings in. So come on out and down to the jungle and watch the Lions. And thanks for watching today and getting to know one of our Lions a little better. Good job.
Thank you.
Duke, what are you doing?
I'm yo-yoing.
Why?
Because you said you've always liked to help people who yo-yo.
Honey, I mean people who yo-yo with their weight.
Oh.
I truly understand yo-yo dieting. I've lost 50 pounds 5 times and I swore I'd never gain it back, but sure enough I did. If you struggle with your weight or if you've ever yo-yoed, let Georgia Bariatrics help you. I can stop your yo-yo. I'm just not sure about his.
There's a lot to consider when looking at colleges. Focusing on what's important to you makes finding the right fit easier. Colleges offer programs to serve different needs and goals. You can learn a lot online. Nothing beats visiting in person. A sound education and career are your responsibility. Learn what to look for. Columbus State University is a great place to start. Visit online and reserve a campus tour. CSU just might become your first choice.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
You're back with Duke and the coach, Duke Liberatore, Coach Jason Gibson, head coach of the #1 place Columbus Lions. I got to say it one more time. I can't say it enough, Coach.
Feels good.
Well, what we did for this segment, I think this is going to be a lot of fun, Coach. We went out and we rounded up some of our fans, and we asked them, what would you like to ask the coach? And this segment is called Ask the Coach.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's see.
Let's
I'll do
let
the best
it roll.
I can.
What's the first question?
Coach, I want to know how many teams are in the league and what teams are there and what city are they from?
So, Coach, how many teams and where are they from?
There's 7 teams in the league, everywhere from Erie to Trenton, Richmond, Lehigh Valley, Alabama, and Nashville. So we're kind of spread out all across the East Coast. We've had a couple road trips already up north, but you know, Nashville coming in tonight. So there's 7 teams total.
7 teams throughout the PIFL.
Where do you get your players from?
Well, you know, I think that's a pretty good question because I look at our roster, I see players from all over the place. Samoa, all over the country, up in the players in the Southeast as well as the Northeast and all throughout the country. But how do you find these guys?
A lot of the players that we get come from agents. We go to a lot of the major colleges. So, of course, we talked to Casey, one of our quarterback. He's from Buffalo, and then all the way to California, Pennsylvania, a lot of Georgia, Alabama. So they come from all over, and it's a big melting pot coming here to Columbus. So
okay, well, let's find out what our next fan wants to know.
Who's the best player on the team?
Wow, that's always a good question. Who is the best player? We've had our quarterback, Casey, on today, number 12. We've had Ibakwa, our leading receiver, and probably the leading receiver in the league, number 25. So, not just out of them, but on the whole team, the whole organization. Who is the best player?
It's a tough question, but I have to say probably number 9.
Number 9? What
number
is that?
9.
Who's number 9?
9's you, the fan. Without a doubt. Being undefeated at home is the biggest advantage we can have. Playing in the jungle is the biggest advantage we can have. And when the fans show up, everybody knows it is the most rowdiest place you can be. And when you, the fans, show up, without that important player, we wouldn't have the record we have.
So all those out there wearing their number 9 jerseys, come out and cheer the Lions on to victory number 4. We want you. We need you. This is a big game.
And that 9th man, what people don't understand is the reason we call it the 9th man, number 9, is because in arena football, there's only 8 players on the field. So the 9th, the number 9 on those jerseys represent the 9th player on the field, which is you.
All right, let's go to our next question from one of our little fans.
When's the next game?
Well, Coach, let me help you out with the tough ones. I know when the next game is. It's tonight.
Definitely, without a doubt. 7 p.m. in the jungle, Nashville.
Starts a 2-game homestand.
Correct.
Tonight
correct.
And next week, 2 big games.
Nashville, Alabama back-to-back. But again, it all starts tonight, 7 p.m., Lupus Awareness Night. Nashville, defending conference champion. They're defending league champion coming in. And, I guess we're in first place. I'm going to say it again just because it feels good. And but when they come into the jungle, it's a hard place to play, and we need everybody there tonight, 7 p.m.
Well, I want to thank all of our fans, especially for our fans who contributed to Ask the Coach. I think that was a great, fun
Those are good
segment.
questions, great questions.
That's good stuff. And I'd like to thank everybody in the studio here for participating today. Why don't everybody come on out and say hello, and let's give a big Roar Lions roar. What do you think? Let's go.
Sounds good.
Roar Lions, roar!